Hey everybody, welcome to Home Recording Made Easy and Plugin Review Friday, where every Friday I show you a new plugin, we walk through its feature set, and I show you how to apply it to a mix so you can make professional sounding mixes in your home studio. Okay, before we get started, if you like what you see in this video, please consider subscribing and make sure you hit that notification bell, and also make sure you stick around till the end of the video because I have a few free gifts I want to give you that is absolutely going to help you make better music in your home studio. So stick around. Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Plugin Review Friday, and this week we're going to take a look at a plugin that's been around for a while. I've had it in my arsenal for a long time. Almost forgot I actually used it. Had it actually, and I started using it again recently. And this is a really cool plugin. I should have introduced this to my following a long time ago. This is by Waves, called the MV2. This is a compressor, but a kind of a special type of a compressor. It's a high level and a low level compressor that you can compress the low level signals and the high level signals simultaneously, and it does it in a very unique way. And it's a real simple plugin to use. So first, let me demonstrate to you how this kind of works. We'll listen to it, and then I'll kind of explain to you. We'll break out the manual and we'll kind of explain exactly what is going on under the hood here. So this is right now this is on a kick track here. We have this. I have a bunch of kick tracks, a kick in, a kick sample, and a kick out going to a kick bus, and I have the MV2 on this, so it's in bypass mode. So here's the original kicks with all the other processing that would be done during the course of a mix. Okay, and I'm going to bring it in here. Okay. It's before. After. So what you can hear there is it really brings out the kick, slap, the beater. It also brings out the real subsonics, the real low ends. Okay, so you have three controls here. You have a low level here, right? So the more you bring up the low level, the more you're going to hear that real subsonic kind of thing. You got your high level here, and then you have your output if you want to attenuate and kind of level match the gain. So by starting with it in its default position off, that's the original kick. Okay, and as we bring up the low level, okay, you can hear what that's doing. And as we bring down the high level, I don't want to go too much there. And then we can level match it. It's before, after. Turn down a little bit of output to level match it. Okay. Okay, so in the context of the entire drum kit, just to kind of give you a reference of what this can, how this can help get the kick to cut through. Let's get rid of all the solos and mutes here for a second. Oh, that's not what I want. Hold on a minute, let's go ahead and let's solo up this. Let's solo up our snares and our hats and our toms. And let me just kind of bypass in the context of this drum mix here. So here we go. And now the kick is turned up a little too much because I raised it. Let me lower it back down a little bit. So that's before. You can hear before, after. Really cool on things like a kick drum, so you can get the kick to kind of poke out of the mix. Okay, I use this a lot when I do groupings like this, like 3 kick drums into a group track. You can also do it on things like the snare. I also have this particular one, I have it on the snare. So in the same context, that's before, after. So it gets things to poke out really nicely. Works really, really well. It's kind of like a little secret weapon that people have been using for a long time. And I've actually had this plugin for a while. Used it a bunch in the beginning, forgot I had it and stopped using it. Now I discovered it again and I wanted to really bring it to you and show you what it's all about. So now if you want to kind of know, well, what exactly does this do? I broke out the Waves manual here so we could take a look. So really, low-level compression, as they define it, low-level compression can be explained in simple terms as the opposite of standard or high-level compression. In standard compression setting, any signal above the threshold gets compressed and attenuated. That makes sense. With the MV2 in the low-level compression function, any signal below the set threshold gets compressed upward, resulting in an increased gain. The dynamic range thus is compressed, pushing the low levels up while leaving the high levels where they were. Okay, so that's how it works a little bit different. With the high-level compression setting, the MV2 high-level compression function is comprised of compression with automatic makeup gain and output level control. The compressor function is similar to that of the Waves Renaissance Vox, which I have, and we'll do that in another video. The compressor is controlled by the threshold fader, which sets the amount of desired dynamic range of compression. The automatic gain makeup function compensates for the gain reduction resulting from the applied compression. Okay, so that's kind of how it works. You can see the little graphic here. So for the low level, it kind of expands upward, which is a little different, which is really cool. And it just gives it a unique sound. It's one of those things where it's like you could just put it on anything like this and it just works well. Like again, the kick doesn't poke through the mix, pokes through the mix, right? Before on the snare, after. Okay, so really, really cool, easy to use, simple plugin, cheap plugin. This is one of those utility plugins that I talk about every now and again, where I don't ever really say you need any plugin, right? Plugins, you can jump down the plugin rabbit hole and there's millions of plugins by millions of different companies where they all make similar plugins that do the same thing. Each one of their versions of emulation sound a little different, but they're all great. This is a kind of plugin where this is unique, where you don't see any other company making something like this. This is something that you may not use all the time, but much like Auto Align by SoundRadix or the Wilkinson's Audio Debleeder plugin, those kinds of utility plugins where you don't use them all the time, but where you need something to kind of cut through the mix and you need that something a little extra to kind of get you through, this is one of those plugins. And I think, again, you can buy this at Waves for $29. This is a steal at $29. Again, I don't use it on every single mix, but where I really want things that kind of poke through and get beefy and smack through the mix, this is a great, easy way to use this plugin. It's simple to use. You don't need to know anything technical. You don't need to know about, attack and release and ratios. You can just dial up the lows, pull down the high level, turn down the output to compensate, listen to the difference, and it instantly helps you get your instrumentation like kick, snare, those kinds of things to cut through the mix. I've also used this on bass guitar groups at times in the past. You can use it on just about anything. So it's something I would recommend you take a look at. This is the Waves MV2. Go check it out. You can get it for $29 or whatever. It's a steal at $29, and check it out for yourself. So I want to thank you for watching this entire video. As I've said at the beginning of the video, I want to give you a free gift. My free gift to you, go to homerecordingmadeeasy.com. I want to give you 5 free mixing training courses. It's my gift to you just for visiting homerecordingmadeeasy.com. And also, while you're there, if you want to pick up one of my training courses, I want to give you a coupon code to get 25% off anything that you see on my website. 25% off. Just use the coupon code YouTube25. That will take 25% off any single title training course on my website at homerecordingmadeeasy.com. All the links will be in the description box below. Last but certainly not least, if you want to learn craft and mixing in a very non-technical way, perfect for beginners and intermediates, check out mixingmadeeasy.net. It's right here on the t-shirt, mixingmadeeasy.net, and all the links are in the description box below. And I want to hear from you. If you guys use the MV2, what do you think of this plugin? Do you own it? Have you used it? What other uses do you use this plugin on? I'd be curious to know. Leave comments below. And until next plugin review Friday, I've been Dave with homerecordingmadeeasy.com, mixingmadeeasy.net. See you in the next video. Take care.